10 lines on Santa Claus for students and set 1. 10 lines on Santa Claus for set 1 is helpful for students of classes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1. Santa Claus is the most loved Christian character on the day of Christmas. 2. Santa Claus brings gifts to children who have been good throughout the year on the eve of Christmas every year. 3. The Santa Claus that we know is evolved from a character of Saint Nicholas. 4. If movies and books are to be believed, Santa Claus is supposed to enter the house through many chimneys or windows and leave the gifts to children under the Christmas tree on the eve of Christmas. 5. The entire concept gift giving by Santa Claus and Christmas stems from the fact that it motivates children to be well behaved and good throughout the year. 6. Santa Claus is in itself a symbol of joy, happiness, and euphoria for kids. 7. In certain countries and cultures, children write a letter to Santa Claus demanding gifts and goodies for Christmas. 8. Santa Claus or Saint Nicholas was a devoted Christian in the Greek church of Myra. 9. Santa Claus usually rides on reindeers and hums his signature tune, a very popular tune which is known as the Christmas tune. 10. In certain cultures, Santa Claus is not a bearded man, and the character can also be women who brings gifts to children. Set 2. 10 lines on Santa Claus for school children. Set 2 is helpful for students of classes 6, 7 and 8. 1. 25th of December is celebrated as Christmas, and it is one of this day that Jesus was born. 2. Santa Claus is usually known as the father of Christmas and is a legendary character of Saint Nicholas, Saint Nick, or simply Santa. 3. Santa Claus brings gifts to children who are well behaved throughout the year on the eve of Christmas. 4. Saint Nicholas was a father in the Greek church in the 4th century, and he started the practice of gift giving to children. 5. Santa Claus is more than 2,700 years old, but he is also considered to be an elf in some culture. 6. The Coca-Cola company is said to have created the modern Santa Claus that we see in movies and television today. 7. Santa Claus is used by many companies for branding and marketing of their products during Christmas time. 8. In some cultures, it is believed that the sleigh that Santa Claus uses is the fastest vehicle on the planet. 9. The red color of the clothes that Santa Claus wears was created by the Coca-Cola company, which associated itself with the red color of its logo in advertising campaigns. 10. It is also believed that Santa Claus leaves gifts and goodies to children in socks under the chimney or under the Christmas tree on the eve of Christmas. Set 3. 10 lines on Santa Claus for higher class students. Set 3 is helpful for students of classes 9, 10, 11, 12 and competitive exams. 1. In some cultures, it is believed that Santa Claus gives one gift every day throughout the year, and it accounts to 364 presents on the eve of the Christmas. 2. The reindeer that Santa Claus uses include Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, and Blitzen. 3. Santa Claus that we know is 200 years old and is a bishop who used to deliver a treat to children on the night of December 5th. 4. Before the creation of the modern Santa Claus by the Coca-Cola company, Santa Claus used to wear different colored robes: green, purple, red, and brown robes. 5. Given the popularity of Santa Claus around the world, many brands and companies have ridden over his fame for their marketing and branding. 6. Original Santa Claus was a bachelor, but he got married after the 18th century. 7. It is not surprising that Coca-Cola Company created the modern Santa Claus because it easily associated its brand value with that of what Santa Claus represented, what is happiness and joy. 8. The whole idea of Santa Claus being a grandfather with beard stems from the fact that grandfathers or grandmothers are usually more attached to the children than fathers and mothers. 9. A famous movie in the year 1985 was released on Santa Claus, which is known as the Santa Claus the movie. 10. Irrespective of whether Santa Claus existed or not, the joy and happiness that Santa Claus brings to people's life is enough to believe the miracles that he does.